right, guys. Let's go ahead and let this come on first. I told you it's always a couple of seconds delay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy and blessed Sunday, y'all. It's a great day. It's great to be alive and to be happy. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Let me go find that because, man, I'm on this phone again. Hold on. Let me go to y'all know on the phone, I be a total different person on this damn phone. Okay, I be acting kind of slow. Okay, so don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share, definitely share, and leave a comment. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and go over the Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area sometime. I'll put it up there when I get a chance. And part of it is scrolling across that screen right there. Okay? And guys, if you want to show additional support for this channel, you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99, or you can do a super sticker, super chat, or a Cash App donation to $sign Shades 2. Other than that, y'all, we are getting ready to get started. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I definitely did, and I hope you do. I hope you did something fun. Happy born day to all of my April babies. Okay, and I'm wishing you a very blessed birthday as well, and have some fun. All right, guys. So today, this little live, which won't be long at all, is just about the hate. Y'all, the hate is real on this damn YouTube. And the sad thing about it, it's only concerning one person. Okay. Now, I'm sitting out here enjoying. Oh, welcome to everybody in the bushes. Okay. And everybody who watches this in the replay. And if people come into the chat, I'll say welcome to them as they come in. I was listening out for the music. So, anyway, I said that I was out enjoying life last night. Well, yesterday, I went out to San Diego. Had two things out there to do. I took my girls to a concert, a gospel concert, some type of gospel concert, and then I had myself a little date, and ended up going to downtown San Diego, out to eat, and all this type of stuff. So while I'm out eating, I get a phone call of a YouTuber telling me about some bull crap going on YouTube. And the sad thing about it, guys, you guys who know me, know I don't mess with anybody on YouTube or anything else. It's only one individual that I will mess with, and that's because this individual just cannot get over Shades 2 for whatever reason, even though we never physically met in person. Okay, let's just keep it real. But clearly, just talking to me on the phone all day, all night and day, and everything else that happened must have been enough. Well, so yesterday while I was on my date, I'm sitting here, chilling, having fun, things like that. So the individual who called me started telling me about things that were being said. And I'm not getting ready to go over all this bull crap or go into our personal stuff that him and I had or whatever. I just want to say a couple of things because, even though he, as well as another person, told me to ignore this. I just thought about certain things, and certain things do need to be addressed. Okay, it really does, especially when someone is defaming your character, basically saying things that are not true. You definitely need to address that the same way they put it out. All right, and I'm actually going to keep it very professional this morning because it is Sunday, you know, and we need to go into the week, in a positive mindset. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people make you be into a negative mindset because they are not happy within. All right. And so that's another reason why I did not address this last night. And I waited till this morning once I had a good sleep and got up and I said that I will, designate a little time in my time slot and do this live. All right. So whoever want to listen to it can listen. If you don't, then okay. All right. But I am going to address this. So it was one thing that was said um, about me that was absolutely untrue. Um, that I assaulted a child. Okay. Now, I thought that I told you guys over and over again, every time I talk about self defense, I talk about me having to do self defense, not on any kid, on a grown ass man. So I don't know what this character is talking about. I mean, he's very weird. And then he say, jail. Let me say this straight. Um, I told you guys what happened with that situation, okay? Point blank. Shay's Tube has never been incarcerated. No 2 weeks, no month, no 6 months, or anything like that, okay? Don't get it twisted, baby. I am not a criminal. A criminal. I don't do criminal activities, all right? Or hang with people that engage in criminal activities if I know about it. All right. I don't do that. All right. I don't do that. I'm a very upstanding, law abiding citizen. But if anybody touch me, hey, I'm going to defend myself. You can call that whatever you want to. All right. I talk about self defense every time I talk about Carmelo Anthony and any person that has to use it. Okay. And everybody knows that I had to F up some dudes. Let's keep it real. All right. It's no secret there. So, so to get up on YouTube and misconstrue something is plainly ridiculous. Now, I'll tell you where that came from. It came from when I got on a certain person's live. I was being stalked, obviously. That's how he knew it. And I said something about a child, but it wasn't what he thought it was. And I actually said it because I knew that he was listening, okay? And I knew that he was taking notes and recording, like I have always done. And so he gets up on his live because it seems like he was high and intoxicated and started just running off at the mouth, which is plainly ridiculous about stuff that happened way back in October 2022. It just does not make any sense. Now, I don't know what other people put up with here on YouTube, and I don't care. But Shay's Tube won't be putting up with that. I'm going to address it. I told you guys over and over again that whenever anybody call me and tell me that he said something major, I will come here to address it. Little bitty stuff that he says about me, I do not care. I don't even care about him calling me a bitch because, as you guys know, I can never be a bitch. Okay, first of all, I'm not the women in his family. Okay, that's the first thing. Secondly, okay, I'm not a female dog. Thirdly, how can I be a B when I don't do anything that shows that? If anybody is a B, I think he falls underneath that category because it's certainly not me. All right, he falls underneath that category, and that's on everything. Then he says something about my son when he does not know anything about him being in law enforcement. So what? Everybody on YouTube knows that he is in law enforcement. Not only is he in law enforcement, a bunch of other family members are also in law enforcement. So what? I bet you I am not doing anything to anyone. I bet you I am there, okay, that's what I am. Okay. And I'm not out here doing crimes or making up lies. I never lied on YouTube about this person, and I'm not lying now. And I don't have to prove anything. I'm never showing any more text messages. I'm not even ever going over our relationship or anything. Period. Again, I don't care what this character does. Okay. What he's going to make me do is take drastic measurements. That's it. And I hate to do it, but he's forcing me to do that because I mean, to defame people's character all up on YouTube with information that you know is not true, is not cool, that you know. Everybody on here knows I don't mess with anyone. Okay? What this character and I talked about when we were talking to each other should stay between us. It does not have anything to do with any YouTubers. Okay? That's exactly the reason why I am not, for the 100th time, going over our relationship or anything else because no one cares. I mean, no one. I don't even care anymore. Real, I just don't. Then this character says, um, I don't even know who Devin Brown is, but let me just stress this. I don't know Devin Brown. He's definitely not my son or anything else, okay? I don't have any damn thing to do with Mo3 or that situation that happened there, or Ratchet, or anybody I see on YouTube, period. Not even a Colt College. All right. So all of that stuff is plainly stupid. The Colt College stuff is way back in 2022. I'm telling you guys, this dude is bored. He don't have anything to do. He's clearly obsessed and clearly crazy. Because why are you talking about a female, the same one that you chase and pursue over and over and over again? Why are you talking about me? Why? Why? Why can't you just leave Shay's Tube alone? Because as you see, I haven't contacted you, not even texting, since April when I cussed you out. That's it. And I don't think I'm the first one who contacts. Okay? I'm not even gonna go into that though, because everybody already know the story. So the thing is that something is wrong. Something is wrong with him. Okay, and you guys, it's like he was begging me to come up on his live last night. Babe, Days 2 was busy and out enjoying life. There was no way I was going to come up on your live. Secondly, I wouldn't come on your live anyway, because what he does, guys, is that he will let, first of all, he put me in backstage for about 10 minutes. And like we are kids, I don't give a damn. I'll be up here doing other things, like unpacking and decorating my new place, something that you clearly don't have. Okay. And I don't care if it's a rental, you still don't have that. All right. Let's keep it real. All right. I don't stay with other people. I'm not staying in my husband's house and, acting like I'm back together with him and I'm not, and doing the most and staying with relatives. That's not me. I stay by myself. Okay. By myself. All right. And paying my own bills, okay, with the help of my soon to be ex. Okay, we are still legally separated. I'm not divorced yet, and I won't be divorced until I get ready to file those divorce papers. All right, so that 60-day thing, I don't know why you keep on bringing it up. You should not even be interfering in my marriage. He said online last night. Let me get this right. I should have wrote it down, but if I can remember this correctly, because I'm going by hearsay. Um, he said that he has morals. He don't talk to married people. Did those same morals? Did you have these same morals when you was asking me all the things you were asking me? When you were begging, when you were crying on the phone, when you were showing me things? Did you have the same morals? Because I recall that when I first talked to you on email, I told you that I am legally separated legally separated. And yes, at that time I said I was going to divorce him in July. But you know what? I changed my mind. You were never a part of my divorce. So I'm trying to figure out, why did you put yourself in it? When I told you that I was legally separated, babe, you did not have to talk to me. If I did not do what I said I was going to do in 60 days, you should have said, goodbye, Shades 2. I can't do it. But no, you didn't do that. You said goodbye, but you came back, babe. You came back and over and over and over and over again. That's what you did. You get up on YouTube and you talk all the daggone time. You lied to your cousins. You lied to your daughters. You lied to your mod. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. You lied to everyone. You don't tell the truth. This is why, you guys, he puts me backstage when I get on his channel, because he thinks that I'm going to get up there and start talking. And he tries to put on a certain face while he's online. But behind that screen, you guys, he is a total different person with shades too. And that's on everything. Yesterday, well, not yesterday, this morning, I listened to one part of his live, the part where he played a recording from his counselor, his psychiatrist, or whatever. And you guys, I'm telling you, this dude changed up his entire talking. Okay, he changed up his entire language and everything. He was not talking like the hood rat that he talks like when he's on his live. As a matter of fact, guys, he gave me a flashback, because when I met him, that is exactly the way he was talking to me. Okay, so in other words, he lied. He put on a fake persona to make me think that he was this um, dude that was very intelligent. okay, articulate, someone who has his life together, had a successful business, and just did not mess with anyone. Okay, this is why I used to tell him back then when we were talking if I heard somebody talk about him because I didn't know. I didn't know this dude had this reputation that he had. I didn't know he was doing the things that he did because I didn't know him and I wasn't in that sector. And I have said this so many times over and over again. The only way that I knew about him is that I saw him on a person's channel talking about that shit that happened to him. Okay. And at the time, I believed him. I'm gonna be perfectly honest because I didn't know him. I just thought he was a good dude and he just got swindled or whatever the case is. So that day I said, let me check him out. But you know what, guys? I forgot. And you know what? I should have left it like that because God made me forget for a reason. So 6 months later, I believe, I was driving in my car and I saw his notification came up. So I was like, oh, this dude who was on Paperwork Party channel. Let me go check him out. So I did. So when I went over there, I heard him talk. I'm thinking he's still a legit person and everything. So I heard a dude flipping TV or whatever, and I hit him up telling him I thought this person was the same person as the other person because they sounded like. At that time, he said they're not the same person. Come to find out, recently I found out some information about that I was actually correct. Okay, so that's what I hit him up for. He is the one who came back, started asking me personal stuff, and I told him that I was married but legally separated. He asked me when I was going to get a divorce. I said in July of 2022. You see how long this was? Okay, so the thing is, it's okay to talk to me and things like that, and tell me you like my pictures and everything else that we did. The thing is, though, what's not okay is how he ran to YouTube when we first met because I said that I don't talk to dudes based on their money. And he got mad and saw and thought that I was tripping. And he went up there and did a whole live, and I got mad. So you know what? That should have been my warning flag right there, but I didn't look at it like that. You know, I still gave him another chance after he apologized. But I should have known then he ran to YouTube doing this. I thought about it the other day. I said, you know what, Shay? He has been doing this since you met him, girl. You've been acting stupid. I don't know why you think October 2022 was the only time he did that. He did that 2 times before. The second time he did it, guys, I got so mad that I was in the store and I basically cussed him out in the store. Okay, in front of everybody. I'm not gonna lie. I really did. I told him to leave me alone. I just went off at the store. And I do not live in the hood or nothing, and no one said anything to me, but I cussed him out in the grocery store in Stater Bros. I'll never forget it. And I broke up with him then, and then we ended up getting back together. But no, you know what, guys? I should have known way back then that he ran to YouTube talking and just telling you guys everything. And let me stress to him because I know he's in the bushes. The only reason why I went and told a lot of stuff about you is because you were talking about me. Stop running around YouTube saying that because you blocked me. Wigga, when you block me, you always unblock. All right. That's why I never block you. Because why should I? I'm grown. I don't need to block you. I can just stop talking to you. Okay? It's simple. I don't block anyone unless they are doing something for real, that's getting on my nerves 100% and they just doing too much. So why would I block you? You don't even really matter like that. That I need to block you and then you call me up, then I unblock you. I'm not a kid. So we don't need to play those games. So you running around on your little page with your little 6 viewers, be on 10 hours to get a 90 views, telling people, I, she mad at me. She went and told my business because I blocked her. Everybody who saw our beef, okay, they know good and daggone well that is not true. I blocked you because you got up on your channel with that thing and you started talking about me. You act like you didn't know who Golden Ramsey was when you know that is the way I contacted you at first. You even asked me to start a fight with Golden Ramsey. To act like we're fighting over you. Okay? So don't act like you didn't know who Golden Ramsey was at that time because you did, just like you know who Red Siren is. All right? You know who Red Siren is. So why play these games? And you did not block me. No, I did not get mad at you because you blocked me. I got mad at you because what you did. Clarify that. What you did. You lied, okay? In October 2022, you lied about that little ass money when you could have just told me no. You are the one who said you would help me. Okay. As a matter of fact, when I met you, you are the one who was making these proposition proposals or whatever you want to call it. Do you recall this? How much does it take, Shay, for you to just clear your mind of everything, your husband, everything, and concentrate on me? You remember that? Okay. Do you remember stay at home and talk to me and I'll pay you how much you make a day? Do you remember that? So I don't think that I was the one doing the most. It was you. And let me stress, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And no one on YouTube would have known if you would have just kept your mouth closed and not got disrespectful. And to think about it, you could have got up on your channel and went off, but you should have just kept it between you and I. You should have never brought in that woman who you eventually started talking about to me. You should have never added anybody into our stuff. You did that. That's why I attacked people. You did that, not Shay. Shay has a whole record on here, and she has never been in one beef with anyone until you came into my life. You. You are the reason me and them two women got into it. You are the reason on what's his name page. You are the reason we had that 20-hour argument on Rest of Soul, the Hood and Lock, who you also talked about, and you talked about him when he passed on. That is sad. You lied on him too, because I know he did not ask you for my pictures. I know he did. As much as me and Hood talked on the phone, trust me, if he wanted to ask me that, just like he told me before he passed on, because we talked a day or two before he passed on, if he told me straight up, Shay, Sharon, if I wanted to ask you for a picture, I would have asked you. And why would I have to ask you when you live right here in Cali by me? Okay? That's stupid. Not in the same vicinity, but I can drive out there where he lived if I wanted to. Or he could have drove out here. So you are the one who did all of that. You are the one who got up there with the first video, not Shay's Tube. Shay's Tube don't make videos on people. The only time I'll make a video on someone, and it won't really be on anyone on YouTube. But the only time that I can stoop to that level is with a person that I talk to on YouTube in an intimate way, and then they get up here on YouTube and start blasting their mouth. Hey, Drea, how you doing? That's the only time that I can get up here and do a video on a person because nobody else really matters. Okay? Because see, you and I shared a lot of stuff on those phone calls, and you know that. That's why I know, and I do know so much about you. You think you know stuff about me, but you don't. Because if you knew stuff about me, you know I'll F you. You know good and well what's up. Just put it like that, okay? You would know that, okay, from what I have done in the past. You want to talk about she talked about me being in jail. She went to jail. I sure did for a couple of days because I had to F somebody up. And that's on everything. And it was a whole total man, honey. Every bit of like almost 6 feet, every bit of 180, 90 pounds. Yeah, I had to F him up because he put his hands on me. And if he did it again or any other dude do it again, well, I'll be in jail again another 2 or 3 days until they prove it was self-defense, if it's not straight up proven from the start. So when you tell something, tell it right, baby. Tell it right. And everybody on here already know it because I have talked about this over and over and over again when I talk about domestic violence or anytime I feel like it. Why would I ever do anything to a child? I wouldn't even have custody of mine, dude. I couldn't even teach in a school. Are you crazy? Are you slow? Are you? Because I'm thinking that you are, or either you just cannot comprehend, babe. I did not say anything like that. I was talking about my nephew anyway. So get it real. Okay. I did not say what you said. Okay. And then I was lying. I was adding stuff because I know and I knew, I know, and I knew that you were listening in and taping. And that's another thing. I don't care what you record. Okay. I am a grown woman. You and nobody else on YouTube can do anything about what I say. Okay. You could threaten all these other YouTubers with your legal paperwork, but baby, just like you know the law, so do I. And whatever Shay does not know, you better ask these people who listen to my lives. Shay goes to a legal law dictionary and look it up. And I can definitely comprehend. This baby right here has a 3.7 in college. It was a 4 point something. Okay, and you really can't go higher than 4.0. So whatever you say or do, I can look it up and I can definitely comprehend stuff all the way. I may mispronounce words, but I bet you one thing, Shay too is no dummy. That's why I know all about you. You. I can give you information about yourself that you never knew I had. So you better hush. But I would never do it online ever again. I would never do it online. I'll send you a message and do it and let you know what I know. Dude, okay? Sit up here online, do it at both laughs, like drunk, intoxicated. That is not a good look. And then say you got morals. That's why you can talk to me any longer. But yet you was asking me to do other things, morals. As a matter of fact, I recall something not too far ago. Okay, so your morals, the morals you have, maybe you do have them, but that's not the same ones that other people have, and it's certainly not the ones that I have, honey. That's why I told you when I was talking to you that all this other stuff that we were doing and things like the pictures, videos, all the stuff that we used to do back then, that is a no-no from now on until I get legally divorced. Okay, and even then I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to be up here doing stuff that make you think about fornication. Period. But you want to talk about morals, and then you want to talk about you a Christian, and while you talking about and quoting scriptures, you're cussing. You're calling me a bitch. You know who the bitch is. Okay, we know who they are. Okay, we know because see what you forget is that you told me about some secretive things. That's what you keep on forgetting. You really did. You keep on forgetting. The only reason Shay's to know you, even though you claim we don't know each other, dog, is because you told me. You talk too much. I listened to you last night. Like I said, well, not last night, but this morning. It was late, early morning. That's why I keep on saying last night. Like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I listened to the stuff that somebody was telling me to listen to. And you told so much information about yourself. You can't give anybody an NDA or anything else because you blabber your own mouth about yourself so much that it's plainly ridiculous. Okay, so all of you people who sign these NDAs and stuff, y'all shouldn't sign a damn thing. Okay, because he had already told everybody everything about his daughters. Even before me, he showed pictures of them, talked about the actuality. He did all of that. When I showed a picture, I made a mistake and did it because I was showing stuff off of my phone. And when I scanned through the picture, it came up, my phone, it came up. So I just went on and showed you guys. He had already showed you guys anyway. He already had showed you. He's a big liar. This dude does not do anything but lie. And the thing about it, certain people believe that foolishness. So you mean to tell me all these people names that he talks about continuously on his lives. You mean to tell me these people are lying? All of these people. You mean to tell me that Rain, Ratchet, all these people that he talk about, myself, all of these people are lying on him. It can't be possible, you guys. It can't be. Everybody can't be lying on you when you got 50,000 people saying similar or the same things. All right? And then he say, I'm trying to think, that's why it's good to listen to lives yourself, but I cannot stand and listen to no 10-hour live of this dude. 6 of them he's talking about shades to. Something is clearly wrong. Now y'all know I'm embellishing the 6 hours, but he talked about me for a while. Y'all know something is entirely wrong with the person that talks about a woman that long on the phone about foolishness. One that he should have already forgotten, but he can't. He better be glad I'm not going to tell any personal stuff because I know that he can't. And you see, he say he records stuff. I don't record, but I sure enough do other things. Okay, I really do. I really do. But it's not for YouTubers to see. It's for somebody of higher authority to see, not YouTube, because YouTubers can't do shit. You know, and I'm not going to get up here on this live and even say what I do so he can hear it and take notes, record it, go back over there on his little lame channel and share the audio, which is stupid. This boy acts like he's 2 years old, you guys. He acts like a kid. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. I got to do something real quick. Hold on 1 second. Y'all, sorry about that. Um, I had just took my hypertension medication. That damn medication make you have to pee, urinate. So, I'm not about to sit up here and mess up my bladder and stuff. So sorry about that. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I was talking about this clown, and I said that in case I don't start where I left off at, because I forgot what I was saying. But I could have took my phone in there, but that's not a good look. So I'm not him. I'm not about to get live and do a whole use peeing in the toilet, or like he was doing, defecating in the toilet, okay, or having X entanglements over the phone. I'm not about to stoop to those levels and pretend like I forgot that my live was on. Okay, these are the things that this character does. Okay, and then I call him up, and I text him. He has so he was so happy that I heard that. You guys, you should have heard the laughter he was doing and everything he was saying. It's just plainly ridiculous. He does little childish things like this all the damn time. It just does not even make any sense. But I'm gonna ask you right now, because I know you're in the bushes. What hell do you want? What do you want? What do you want from Shades Tube? Because I'm never giving you a public apology. Okay, I know you suggested that you and I get either on your live or my live and do a public apology to each other. I'm never doing that. I told you that day that I wasn't doing that. Okay. Because for one reason I'm not doing it is because you never keep your word. Okay. You never do it. You go right back, get drunk, get high, and you start running your damn mouth. And it's just not a good look. Shay's Tube is not doing that. Okay. Shay's Tube is not doing that. All right. You would never get an apology from me. You would never get another one over the phone or in a text message or anywhere. I did the apologies at that time because you apologized to me and I apologized to you because it was very immature for both of us to be getting up online disclosing personal information and pictures and things like that of each other. Okay, it's very immature, babe. You are in your 50s and I am too. All right, so it's very immature. Okay, it's not a good look. Okay, and so that's why I'm talking to you in a calmer um, way this morning versus how back in the day I would cuss you out. I'm not doing that now. All right, I'm not doing that because you're not worth it anyway. You're not worth me getting a headache. You're not worth me spoiling my day. You're not worth me going over my time on a YouTube video. You're just not worth it anymore, honey. You wasn't worth it back then, but you're certainly not now. You're certainly not. Okay, you're never going to change. You're always going to be that overly weed smoking ass, drunk ass dude that gets up online, talk about the same topics over and over again for a damn 2 years, bring up stuff from the past that does not even make sense, and be on those fucking 20-hour lives. You're going to always be that person. Okay, that's you. So I have, you know, came to terms with that. That's you. This is the person that I see is what you really are. That person that I met, you were never that person. You were never that person that I thought you was at that time. Okay? Put aside your criminal background. You were never the person that I thought you were. Okay? You are totally what you portray right there on that channel. And the only people who believe you are weirdos or people you are paying. And I'm going to always say that. Okay. And then he brought up, I don't even know why he was talking about bank accounts yesterday, saying that, why, first of all, why are you trying to prove to YouTubers how much money you got? If you got a real bank account or anything, who cares? I know what you got. And if anybody knows, please. Okay. I'm just going to leave it right there. Okay. But who are you trying to convince? Because I don't think people really care about your bank account, how much money you got. Because clearly, if you had all this money you say you have, why are you on YouTube going back and forth at people that if you had money, you could take that money and go ahead and take people to court and sue? Why don't you do that? You claim this other dude owed you all this money. He basically lied and manipulated you. But why won't you take him to court? And then you say street justice. Okay. All right. But you're supposed to be this highly wise dog who don't know anything, who doesn't know anything. Okay, so if this is you, why are you talking all the time about stuff that you claim you don't know anything about? And if you are so wise, why aren't you wise enough to go ahead and file actual, for real, court papers that you actually initiate and go out and follow it all the way through and actually go to court. And then he makes this threat and say, we would never meet. Let me say this and let me say it again. I have said it so many times before, babe. I remember when we were actually on good terms for real, and you were constantly asking me and talking about coming out here. And you said that I don't act like a woman who likes a man. You, in other words, because I don't act like other women by asking you to come out and doing how they do. And I'm not soft. Okay, I remember you saying this. So I don't think that I was begging you to come out here. I asked you to come out here, yeah, like I supposed to because we were talking. Why do you want to talk on the phone all the damn time and asking me things on the phone that you could have came out here and did in person? I know why, because you were scared. You were scared. So tell the truth here on YouTube. See, remember, all these little things you did, how you called me up randomly, panicking, and blase, blase. Trust me, Shades 2 have not forgotten all that stuff. And I still have the proof. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so why do you bring this stuff back up on YouTube? You know I squash people in half. You know that. Because you say you show receipts, baby. I don't need to show anybody on here anymore receipts. I already showed all the receipts I need to show. The person that, well, the people that can really make something happen are the only people that I need to show receipts to, not anybody on YouTube. Because all they're gonna do is watch and laugh and make jokes and pretend like they're on your side and be talking about you and things like that. Especially when you're paying the cash app and people and things like that. Let me let you know a secret. When I go to people lives, they ask me to come up on their panel. I don't have to pay. I don't have to pay them to be asking Shades too to come up on their panel. All right. Some you show up here. That's why I don't go on people panels anymore. That's why I stay in bushes when I do watch people. Because you guys, every time I used to, and still, if I go on a panel, this dude either shows up as himself or he shows up as other people like Psych Man, all these other people that he plays and things like that. He think I do not know it's him because he changes the way he types. Baby, I know who be you. Okay, Tamika. Okay, I know who you play. Okay, partners. I know who you play. Okay? I know. You can't fool Shades too. That's why you need to leave me alone. Okay? For real, for real. I'm not the same as some of these people on YouTube. I told you that before. All right? You know, it's a blessing that I be so busy every day that I don't have the time to do certain things. But boy, if I had the time, and I just wish I could be a man for just a good 3 weeks, just 3 weeks solid. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you straight up, you wouldn't hear a peak, okay? And that's on everything. If I was only a man. Oh my gosh, man. I'm so glad that I'm not though. Because then I probably would be incarcerated for real, for something, okay? And that's on everything. Because some people will really push some dig on needles through your skull with their mouth. And he has the nerve to talk about my mouth. The only reason why he's talking about my mouth because I'm sitting up here talking and responding back to him and telling the absolute truth. Now he may mix a little truth in with non-truth when he talks, okay, about me. All right. But for the most part, he be lying, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Or either he just misconstrue things. Okay. Just like one that really had me laughing. And I almost want to laugh right now, but I'm trying to be, serious. It's the one where he said, if I say this correctly, this dude said, hey Lexi, and thank you for tuning in. This dude said, my YouTube channel, and I know I'm not saying it exactly like he said it because I wasn't listening. So I'm just going off of what the person was telling me. He said my YouTube channel is doing better because of him. Y'all, let me just see if I can put this laughing emoji on right quick. Let me just get it because I know he's tripping now. Okay, hold on. Let me just get it. I just got to try to get it because this is so comical that I just can't even contain a laughter on this one. Let me just get it because he just be tripping. Oh, here it is right here. I think this is it. I hope this is the right one. I haven't used it in I haven't used it in a while. I want to play that again. Let's cancel that and replay it. So he said that my YouTube channel is doing better because of him. The thing is, honey, my YouTube channel is doing better because of my hard work and because of Jermaine Thompson, who takes the time out and do my thumbnails, who does my background pictures, who helps me look up information, who helps support this channel more than you could ever do. Okay, and I hope you are listening loud and clear. That's why my YouTube channel is doing better. It's not doing better because of your lousy thinking, but okay, and that's on everything. If anything, my views went down when your ass came over here. Okay, and that's another thing too. He sat up there on his channel and said, I came to his live. You dare going right? I came to your live because a couple of weeks ago, about April the 1st or something, or somewhere around that time, you were up there talking about me. And and somebody called me up, the same person called me up and told me. And so you daggone right, I came up there to address the matter right there in your face. And what did you do? Like you always do, you had me backstage for about 10 minutes. And then when you brought me up, then as soon as I started talking to you guys, as soon as I was about to say some things, he thought I was about to say something personal. This dude puts me backstage because he did not want his people to hear what I was getting ready to say. Okay, so I know y'all be watching his dumb ass, so that's the reason why he put Shay's 2 backstage. And then he called himself banning me from his channel, like I be over there in the first place. If you did talk about Shay, Shay would have never came over there to your channel, babe. And since I see how you play, you don't let people talk when they are about to tell you about yourself or tell people what you be doing because you be lying to your people over there. You put them off of your channel. See, over here, I let everybody come up. Even if you say something about Shay's Tube, unless you get disrespectful, you can get up on my panel and say whatever you want to. I just did it yesterday. Well, not yesterday. That was on Friday, I believe. Or either Saturday morning, I think. Whenever I did the Saturday, Friday fuckery, I think that was Saturday morning or late Friday night. I can't remember, which is early Saturday morning. Okay. Um, I let people say what they want to. Anytime I talk about Carmelo Anthony, a lot of my people don't agree with everything that I say, especially since I changed up. So, it'd be a whole debate. The other day, it was a whole debate with me and some Jermaine, me, Kim, Jermaine, and Tissues. Okay. And everybody was able to voice whatever they wanted to voice. You don't do that. As soon as somebody starts telling on you or saying something you don't want your people to hear because you're trying to put up this certain image, you start putting shades to back in the bushes. Okay. But you don't have to worry about this anymore. I will never, I mean, never come back to your live ever again. Okay, ever again. Whatever I need to address, I'll come right here, just like I'm doing here now, and I'll address it because you are not even worth the time to come to your live. You don't give people the opportunity to talk. You start talking all loud in ghetto because you are ghetto. You're very belligerent. You like to call women bitchs. I don't know why any woman would support you, especially black women. And you guys need to be ashamed of yourself. Why would you support a man who sit up here and call women bees? Clearly a woman you know nothing about besides what he say. Baby, I don't have a bad reputation here on YouTube, but you do. But you do. Because you constantly mess with people. You constantly talk about people. You constantly call women bees. And you constantly make threats. And no, you're not going to do anything about it. You love to call your cousin up. The thing about human beings, let me tell you something. No human is indestructible. Always remember that. Okay? Like people be acting like they are the only one who have the power to do certain things. This is not back slavery time and your master is threatening you and you really don't have no power or anything to do anything in retaliation. This is not that time. Okay? So I don't know why you do all these subliminal threats online. You're gonna mess with the wrong person one day, and you're gonna find out what they're going to do. It won't be no talking. It won't be doing no response. You're gonna find out exactly what they're going to do to you, and I hope no one else. Okay, because you put a lot of people in things that they should not be into, and that's not a good look for some 50-some-year-old men to be doing. And then you're very fake. You guys do not believe he is your friend. I told you guys that before, but you still don't listen. Okay. All he is a two-faced, lying, deceitful bag of shit. Okay, that's all he is. He's a big liar. And he thought he was doing something clever when I told him on the phone that he fooled me with those feet. Baby, I know you are slow. I'm not saying you fooled me because I did not recognize that is not my feet. First of all, I wasn't paying attention to it. I was just going off of what people were telling me until I took the time to actually sit still and look at the picture. Okay. I knew those were not my feet. My feet does not look like that. Okay, dummy. So the joke is on you. Okay. Talking about he can see clearly, I can't see, or something like that. It was something like that. Yeah, I don't know exactly what he said. The thing is, I can see too. Okay, but you're not worth looking at. Okay, so or you're not worth it. So that's the reason why I wasn't paying attention to that. Somebody brought that to my attention and asked me, was that my feet? Period. You can't talk about nobody's feet anyway. Look at yours. You can't talk about anything because look at you. How in the hell are you going to be a four and you trying to talk about somebody? How? Learn how to keep a relationship, okay, a happy one where people don't make schedules to do things with you, where people just lay in the bed and don't move or do anything else. They just lay there like a damn dead, like an unalive person while you proceed to pound whatever you call that thing in. And all they do is lay there, okay, like they doing it on a routine or you force them. Learn how to get somebody to actually lay down without you paying them or bribing them or making promises. Actually get a woman like that, one that you can get without telling them you have to pay all their bills. You'll take the place of their ex-husband. You'll take the place of their unalive husband and things like that. Learn how to get a woman on your own merit. And then not only get her, keep her. Okay, keep her. That's what you need to learn to do. Learn to keep her as well. Because clearly you can't keep shit. See, David don't want a divorce, and that's what's really hurting you. Okay, that's why he hasn't found it. Baby, I've been separated for a while now, and you're so slow. You should have never talked to me in the first place when I told you how long I've been separated. You dummy. That's on you that you chose to talk to Shades Tube and got your feelings hurt. That is on you. And you can get back over there and you can make whatever live you want to, baby, because I don't care. I even told the person, don't tell me anything else you say. Okay. Because whatever you say, all you do is lie. I don't care what you show, because all you do is take shit and misconstrue it and change it up, baby. You are a fake. That's exactly what you went to prison for being a fake. You're a fake with your bank accounts, with your fake bank accounts. You're a fake with your fake ass cars that you claim that you buy. You are fake with everything that you do, with the friendships, with the women you claim you like, with our relationship. You are a fake. You are a nothing but a loser. That's all you are. And I mean that from my soul, babe. I wish that I can go back to 2022 to July and just turn that clock back around and I never even talk to you about anything. You were a mistake. And I mean that on everything. And I was a fucking weirdo for even giving you the opportunity to talk to me. And I need to put this back on. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, man. Please. That's the only time that Shay's stupid acting crazy is when I gave you the opportunity to talk to me. Okay? And that's on everything. If I would have only known, man, that you are nothing. And I mean nothing, my gosh, you're nothing, dude. You're nothing. All right? For real, I believe you're nothing. You are a total waste of a good black man, man. You would never be anything. When your mom made you with her with your dad, I'm telling you, she should have, I don't know, maybe she should have went and did the if the pill was out, she should have definitely took that plan B. Plan B wasn't out there, but she should have did something, babe, for real, because something is wrong with you, baby. You are a disgrace, okay? to the race. Okay, you are a disgrace to any real man. All right, you are even a disgrace to people who went to prison and came out and reformed themselves. You are a total waste of space, baby. You really are. You are a waste of a good man. You got the height, 6 feet, right? You used to have the looks, like when I'm looking at those other pictures of yourself, the ones that you never show anybody but me. Okay, I mean, you are a waste of somewhat intelligence, because you are somewhat smart. Okay, it's just a waste. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You are a waste, babe. And then you get up here and you share your psychiatrist counseling section with damn YouTubers, man. Who does this? Who? Oh my God. Trying to prove to people. I don't know what you was trying to prove. I just really don't. It's just plainly psychotic. Why would you share your medical stuff with YouTubers? You got your enemies watching, idiot. Taking notes. Why? Why are you sharing anything? And plus, people don't care. They're just doing this. Y'all, the dude was on the live. I'm telling you, on the live so long. So long. That's the only reason why he got the views he got, because he was on there so damn long. I mean, how could you not get those views? You're on there all damn night. What rich person do you guys know that sits up online doing a video for 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, 11 hours, hell, 5 for that matter? Usually they are out enjoying life, even if their money is working for them without them actually physically doing work. Listen, guys, they're not on YouTube for 20 hours unless they're talking about something for real. And even if they do it every now and then, they're not doing it all the time, okay? Talking about information that you guys, if you took the time, you can go find that same information and do the same thing. I don't understand that. I tell people every time I do a live, the information that I get, you guys can go research it. That's why I give you sites, okay? So yeah, that's what you guys need to do, black people. Go and research stuff and you will find the same thing that he talks about. When you go to white media, white media, the first thing they talk about with black people is the fact that they think we don't read. Yeah, some don't, but some do. Okay. I'm just telling you guys, sometime go and look up your own information because he's not telling you guys anything new. Hey Kim, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, I'm good, Lexi. I'm good. The same thing it has always been, Lexi. That's why I don't know why anybody associates with this person on YouTube. I just don't. But like I said, when people get money, they will do anything for it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't have any money, people will do anything for it, hon. You got people unaliving people for money. You got people going to banks, um, cashing fake checks for money. You know what I'm saying? Knowing they gonna go to their ass to jail or prison. You got people doing all types of stuff for money, man. They even get up there and sit up there and do like long YouTube videos over and over and over on the same topic for 2 years and then incorporate some shit about a woman he talked to on YouTube that he never met in person, but clearly he's obsessed with. I mean, who does this? And then tells everyone he don't know anything. He's the dog, and he never met me, and I don't know anything about him. It's just plainly ridiculous, you guys. It really is. But yet he's so concerned what Shay's Tube say about him, and he talks about it all the damn time. Okay, I wouldn't even care if it was lies. I wouldn't. And the reason why I care about what he says about me is because he's totally saying stuff that's not true, or either he misconstrues it, or some things that are true he shouldn't even be telling you guys. That's why. Let's see what you say, Kim B. Let me put this up because you know how this phone is. Kim said, You absolutely correct. We can read, majority of us. That's why the other people don't want you to have an education, right? And he clearly does not want anyone to have an education, and that's why he sits up there and makes up all these lies and tell people stuff. And if I still had my lives up and they could watch them, they would see me show so much proof is ridiculous. I took mine down because he asked me to. Okay, I took them down because he asked me to, and then we agreed to take each other's lives down because why do you still talk about me? Why do you have my lives up when you're constantly calling me, texting me, trying to get back with me and things like this? Why? It's plainly ridiculous. How can one minute you want me and the next minute you hate me? There's something wrong with a person like this. Okay. That's why I choose to not even try to be his friend, not even communicate with him anymore or anything else. It's over. It is over, the dog. It's all the way over. I mean, you have done stuff so many times, and I certainly have been crazy for giving you opportunity after opportunity to get yourself right. You will never be the man that I am looking for or wanting. You would never be that man. And then he said a woman of virtue or whatever, a virtuous woman. Let me tell you something. I am a virtuous woman. Okay. That's why I've been married all these years. What marriage can you keep for all these years? And yeah, I'm separated, but that's of my own choice. All right. But I bet you this. He still pays for stuff. He still gives me the money he's supposed to. We talk almost every day. I mean, for hours at a time. We was talking while I was talking to you. I was telling him everything about you. All right. That's the type of relationship we have because we know we're not getting back together. Okay. He knows that I'm not getting back together with him. All right. Point blank. Okay. I be talking to him, okay? Point blank. Okay. So you're jealous because of that relationship. And the reason why I know you're jealous, because remember when you asked me when we get together fully, will I still talk to him? And I said, what? Yeah, I'm still talking to him because we got kids together. Why would I stop talking to him? And I'm not gonna stop talking to him for any man. You remember when I said that and you got mad. Okay, what dude would even ask a woman that? Why would I stop talking to my soon to be ex? Okay. We don't talk. I don't talk to him on an intimate level, and he does not disrespect me and do that. That's why I can't tell him about us. Okay. He's not you. All right. He's not jealous. He has never been insecure. He has never been a jealous man. He's very confident in his own skin. Okay. So he does not trip out because I want to dance with Terry Crews at America Got Talent, or because I say Usher looks good, or any other male actor, or because I talk about certain YouTubers and stuff like that that I like their content, or I like because they be making me laugh, or I like the way they rap. He never got mad about that, ever, ever, or because dudes are in my chat and things like that, or because a dude trying to talk to me. He never played as another dude trying to trap me up. He never did that. Send me emails from and pretend like he's other people. He never did any of these things. He never got up online and talked about me and him, regardless of what I did to him. He never disclosed anything. He never gave a girl my picture. He certainly wouldn't doctor it or anything else. You know what I'm saying? He never even showed my pictures, and I never showed his. Okay, and I never really gave out no real information about him, like that or anything. So I mean, what type of dude are you, guy? What type of dude are you? You're not a man. You are a little boy. Honestly, you're not even a little boy because my son wouldn't even do this. He's only 17. He just turned 17. And certainly my oldest son would never do this. Okay. He's a whole man. These two men right here, young man and this other man, these are men. I raised a grown ass man who went to the military, got an honorable discharge that he can show, that I can show, was in the military for those years, more than four, who has his own business, as well as being in law enforcement, who has a successful marriage, who has not only a bachelor degree, but also a master's. He never put his hand on a woman. He never has been incarcerated. He don't overly drink. He don't get high. That's what you call a man. He take care of his wife, got them a brand new house built from the ground. That is a man who does not disrespect women and call them bitchs, even when his ex-girlfriend hit him upside the head with a phone because she called him on the phone. He did not hit that woman. He remembered what his mom taught him and what his dad taught him. Don't put your hands on a woman. Put her out of your house if it's yours. But you don't do that, okay? Because you're not a man, okay? He would never get up on social media making not even one video because somebody put in a chat. You can pull up to BK, but you can't pull up to Cali and meet the person you've been talking to online. And like that's supposed to be so much information that makes you so angry that you get up on your channel and do a whole video with this thing right there beside you into this business, and she does not know anything about me. You are nothing, dude. You're not a man. You are a child. Okay? I mean, like a 1 year old, and that's on everything. You are an absolute moron. You have a brain. You have a brain of a squirrel. Okay? For real, for real, for real. You are the type of person that will go to the street to cross it. Soon as a damn car come out, you run out there thinking that you're not gonna get hit. That's the type of man you are. Okay? You are an idiot. You are clearly an idiot. And that's on everything, dude. You want to tackle with shades too? You see how I did not even go personal for real, or use a mouthful of profanity? Baby, I could tell you off any day. And trust me, you know I'll do it on the phone. Okay. And text messages, the phone, all of that. But you are not even worth me calling. You want me to call you. You want me to text you. I'm never texting you. I'm never calling you. I don't give a damn if you block me. I'm not even checking to find out, babe. I'm not even checking to find out. But yet you tell people I got mad because you blocked me. Tell them the real reason I got mad. Tell them how you lied to me about that money, how you went to BK. That's what I got mad about, dummy. Okay, then you did that little video. That's what I got mad about. Tell people the truth. Okay, stop lying. And it's a shame that I have to go all the way back to October of 2022, 2023, and 2024 to talk about this foolishness again, over and over again with a moron. But yeah, unlike other people, I'm gonna address your ass, okay? Because you're lying, especially when you sit up on your live and you tell somebody, I hold on, stop right there, Sean. Have you ever heard of me assaulting a kid? No. Say it real loud so everybody can hear you. No. Okay, it was a dude, right? A man who I, oh yeah, with the knife, right? Yeah. Okay. Everybody know this, including my kids, including David. Okay. So what are you talking about? And I'll do it again if it's self-defense, babe. I'm not you. Okay, everybody already know. Okay. But the next time it won't be no knife, okay? Then that's on everything. Okay. I'm not you. All right. Or the people you deal with. Let's see what you said. Kim, let's see. And people, wait a minute, hold on. And people believe his line, but he is miserable. He sure is. I know you know who I'm talking about. Only dumb people believe him. Okay, not the one with clear sense. All right, because see, the thing is, not only did he do stuff to me, he did it to other women. All right, and some of these women don't say anything, but a lot of them did come to me. All right, some were fake, some weren't, because I check out everything. Y'all know I got people all up in law enforcement, so I did check out a lot of different things. Okay, and plus I'm very skilled at stuff. So I also can check out stuff myself. Okay, I already told you guys that before. They do not call me Detective Brown for nothing. Okay, okay, they don't call me that for nothing. All right. So I'm very skilled at finding out the information. Okay. So I know some of these women were legit, some weren't. Okay. I know some was trickery and some wasn't. Okay. But it was so many people coming to me saying basically the same thing. And then when I go backwards and replay things in my mind, I remember when I first met him and he was showing me things and he was lying on these women. This is the same thing he's doing to me right now. Even the pictures of other women, videos, he did the same thing. When I met him, he showed me pictures and things like that. So, and that's another reason why I should have never even allowed him to talk to me. Because if he does this with other women, what does that say in the future? If you make him mad, he did the exact same thing to me. So, whomever wants to believe him, I don't give a shit. Look at the caliber of people who believe him. That's all you got to look at. The caliber of people who watch me are many different type of people over here. You got people who are working, got good careers, who don't work. Even young people watch me at times. You know what I'm saying? All types of people. You guys, I get all types of messages from people telling me, thank you for doing your lives. Thank you for saying certain things. Thank you for talking about Carmelo Anthony. Thank you for re-clarifying, because people were thinking I was saying I didn't care about Austin. Yes, I do. Okay, that's why I changed up some things. Because honestly, that whole situation is just not correct. Okay, period. All right. So the thing is that He doesn't know this. And for him to say I build my page off of him is totally ludicrous. Who builds anything off of him? Okay, he claims R built his page off him. That's the damn lie. That dude was getting a lot of views before he even came there. Because when Adolf got unalive, I was over there in his chat, in the bushes, watching. I hardly said anything. The only thing that I said to R is that you did a good live and thank you. And that was basically it. That's it. And then, I stopped watching them, you know. And that's it. I never even seen him the dog over there because I wasn't concentrating on people in the chat anyway. I was listening to what R was talking about regarding Dolph at that time, because I was interested and stuff. So that's it. And so that dude's page was already getting a lot of views. And so is M's. His page gets a lot of views. It has always gotten a lot of views. Okay, so I don't think anybody built anything off of his. How can you build anything off a person who only gets 90 views, 100 views, 200 views after being on a live for 20 hours? My page is built off the sweat of Shades too. I'm the one who get up and do my lives after I get off of work, doing everything I have to do all day. I'm the one who come in here and do these lives. I'm the one who gets these topics. Jermaine helps me get topics at time and give me a little information, but I'm the one who does this research. I'm the one who gets up here and talk to you guys for 20 damn hours, it seems like, and have to have something new to say. I don't see the dog over here doing any of this, okay? So for him to sit over there on his trifling, lying, deceitful ass page and make up those ridiculous lies is plainly ridiculous. He's not. My page is not going up because of him. It's going up because of me and Jermaine. Okay, that's what it's going up for, not because of him. He is a waste of space. He can't even get 100 views. He can't even get 500 views in an hour. I have videos where I got 100, 500 views. Okay, shorts too. I don't have to put up other people's information and other people's videos to get views. I use my own videos. Okay, and when I do put up people's stuff, it's dancing. Cause y'all know I can't dance like that. So heck yeah, I'm gonna put up some videos of people who really dance. Okay, but I don't put up other people's material or constantly, and I don't try to build up my page using other people's stuff. I don't do that. Just like I don't build up my lives by having beefs, with people and talking about them and doxing people. I don't build up my lives with that. You guys know I don't. This video right here probably won't even get that many views because when they see me having to go and get on this character, nobody wants to hear it. They don't care. I'm just making this video for him because I know he is listening in the bushes like the weirdo he is and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to reply back here because I'm not talking to him ever again over the phone because he's straight up weird. If I was a man, I'm telling you, I would be incarcerated because he's the type of dude that will make you forget everything that you stand for. I'm going to be perfectly honest. He's that type. And one day he's going to mess with a man who is really for real about that business. For real about that business. Okay? Because people say ignore his mouth. His mouth is like a damn freight train. It just keeps on going and going and going. Okay? He like a damn roach. Once you try to exterminate their ass, just more come back. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. You try to detonate his mouth by being his friend, by talking to him, by letting him talk to you and him telling you things and things like that, and you keep it a secret. And yet he turns right back around and does the same thing over. I hope you guys can hear me because y'all know that I am getting dressed. Shades too cannot stay in that bed that long. And that's on everything. Because y'all know I got to go and stuff, but I can't let him mess me up like I used to do when we used to get into it back in 2022. He's not even worth that. But like I said, um, he is a character. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all be over there listening to this dude, you need to come back and ask Shades to for real. Is that true? Because he lied. I'm grown. I don't have to lie about a damn thing. Hell yeah. I was talking mean to his ass at times. Hell yeah. When he gave me money, I took it. Shit. I mean, he had to beg me to take it. And I finally said, okay, and sent him those damn list of bills, the 7 that I gave him. So hell yeah, I'm going to take that. Shit. I was trying to be nice to him at a time and trying to make everything work. That's why I was having him fix himself up. That's why I was telling him stay off of YouTube, concentrate more on us and things like that. I was trying to make this dude right, but he didn't want to be right. Damn, he didn't want to stop smoking. He didn't want to stop drinking and shit. He didn't want to stop running his mouth on YouTube. So you can have that lifestyle. And you were right when you said, if you were talking about me, about I don't smoke. Dude, I would never smoke. I am not you. And I certainly will ever get intoxicated. I don't even drink. So I'm so glad that I'm not like you. And that's on everything. I don't want to be a drunk. I don't want to be a pothead ass, speaking ass Negro. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, I don't want to be that, hun. So I'm glad I'm not your blood, baby. Because if that's what it takes to be your blood, baby, please. Let me tell you something. See, my blood is successful over here. I raised all these successful kids, baby. They didn't just become successful. My whole daughter, the one you claim was on your life, you only talked to one daughter because the one that has a PhD, the doctor, she is not going to waste her time with this foolishness. And that's on everything. All right. This girl is a whole damn assistant principal, training to be a principal, not just got a bachelor degree, not just a master's, but a PhD. All right. And you don't see me constantly saying, my daughter got this, my daughter got that. I'm so happy. I had to scream at the graduation. You didn't see me saying that. She has a whole doctoral degree. It takes a lot to get that baby, a lot of years. Okay, you don't see me up here. Ooh, my son has a master's. Ooh, my son is doing this. Ooh, my son just bought his second brand new house and all this shit. Okay, you don't hear me talk about my other daughter. Oh, my other daughter makes really good money and she's doing very well for herself. The one that you talk to. Okay, you don't hear me saying that. You don't hear me on here saying my other two daughters are in college. My other one made the whatever you call it, the principal, not principal, um, the list they have there when you get all A's and stuff. You don't hear me saying that. She's about to graduate. You don't hear me saying all that stuff because I don't have to. The only time I have to say it is when I'm trying to prove a point. Okay, and you want to say I'm not your blood. You're right. I'm not, baby. I have my Bachelor of Science degree, baby. Actually, I have enough credit hours for it to be a master's, but I had to stop going to school. All right, to take care of my family and things like that. And because it was getting to be too much, I'm not lying like David paid for my whole education when I know good and damn well I got loans and stuff. Okay, I'm not doing you. Okay, I'm not bragging around YouTube. I paid for the whole college. Yeah, show us some damn receipts, dude. Show us that tax form that they send you when you pay for a whole college. Okay. See, I know all about it because I have actually paid for some things. Me and David. Okay, we have actually done that, and it wasn't with stolen money. All right. So always remember that. Okay. So we have actually done things. Okay, and I actually raised my son to be a man, and right now I'm raising this younger one to be a man who does not disrespect women. Okay, that's what I have raised. So I don't want to be part of your bloodline. Okay, I don't want to be have that blood in me. Certainly, when you got the drink, overly drink to the point where you start blabbering off at the mouth on YouTube, and I don't want to have to fumigate my damn brain cells with a bunch of nasty ass smelling weed that smells like a damn skunk outside that just sprayed. Why would I want to do that? I'm happy over here. All right, baby, in this very, very nice neighborhood with 1,000 palm trees in the backyard and roses out there with this big ass nice home that I didn't steal to get into. Okay. And I'm not pretending to live places and I know I don't live there. That's what you do. That's why you're always up here defending yourself. And you know what? Honestly, it's cool for you to defend yourself. Just keep me out of it. Just keep me out of it because I don't have anything to do with your foolishness over there. Nothing, nothing. If I recall, I think you are the one who always hit me up. I don't think I'm hitting you up unless you're hitting me up, okay? And I don't think I ever begged you to come out to Cali or to me. I ask you like a normal woman would do, but you certainly begged Shay Shay. And that's on everything, baby. You have did the most. You have done the most, baby. You have done the most. And you think you record. I don't record, but I do other things. Okay. And that's on everything. Okay. I do other things, babe. And I'm telling you right out of my mouth, I do other things. And it don't have anything to do with no YouTubers. And then I thought, okay, I don't know exactly what he said about a cult college, because like I said, somebody was relaying messages to me. But let me tell you something. You were also friends with this dude, okay? And you still is. You do the same thing with him that you do with me. You're friends one minute, and your enemies the next. And don't say you keep your enemies close, because you do not have to talk to your enemies to keep them close. You can just watch, okay? So stop running on your channel talking about this dude, telling everybody you're so much of an enemy of his when you're not. You are a liar, okay? You are a liar, just like you want to be friends with R. You want to be friends back with him. When y'all became friends, at least you thought y'all was friends. Y'all, this was the happiest I had ever seen him be when they became friends for that brief moment. He stated that I be jealous of women on YouTube. That's the damn lie, baby. I don't have anything to be jealous of. Okay. I told you, and I'll say it again. The only time I said I was jealous of somebody, and it was art, because you talked about this dude all the time, just like you do now. That's the only person I said I was jealous of, because I don't have a D and clearly can't do what he did to you. So that's the only person I said I was ever like raising a side eye about. Okay, because it certainly ain't about no women you try to talk to, babe. You got me effed up for sure. You got me messed up thinking that Shades too was jealous of anybody you try to talk to, babe. Okay, and I mean that on everything. Hold on, y'all, for a second. Okay, my allergies started to mess up, but yeah, you crazy as hell for thinking that. You are crazy as ever for thinking that shit. And I'm trying to think about what else he said. That's why it's good to actually listen to people, guys. But like I told y'all, let me take my phone. I keep on thinking I'm on that damn computer. And get my clothes. Like I told y'all, I cannot stand to listen to him over there, because if he ain't taking these long pauses like this, he's doing that crazy ass laughing, sounding like a damn man getting his butt busted out and shit. Who laughs at that high pitch? Okay. Or he's just saying stuff that's not true, or either he's misconstruing stuff, or he's just talking too damn much. So I can't stand to listen to this dude. Hey, Susie, thank you so much for tuning in. I cannot stand to listen to him. But everybody knows he's a big liar. You know, people with sense knows that. Everybody, he done lied on so many people. It's plainly ridiculous. Over there on his live, the person who called me up told me everybody name he brought up. You guys, he brought up people, and I'm not going to mention the names, okay? Because they don't even deal with him anymore and don't want to hear anything about him. So I'm not mentioning no names. But he brought up people that does not even say anything to him. And that's not good. It's like he's inviting people to come at him. And why? Because he don't have no real attention. Ain't nobody really watching that shit. The only people watching that shit is people that he pays, send cash apps to, or they're just as stupid as he, or just people he's talking about, and they're keeping tabs on him. And then he's watching himself over and over again on different channels. He has more channels than y'all think too. It's not just the ones he tell you about, trust me, because he trolls over here. And then he said he's not a troll when I got proof. Okay, when I got 100% proof that he uses other names and come and troll my page. He would come over here, y'all, and act like a regular person, or send one of his damn minions over here, act like a regular person to obtain recordings and things. And then he said these are his friends. Let me tell you something. A true friend is not giving you information to make you get up on your page talking about a woman that you claim that you don't want or you don't like. A true friend is not going to do that. A true friend is going to not tell you any damn thing unless this woman is doing something to you that warrants to tell. That's what a true friend does. Not sit up here and make you get up on your channel drunk and intoxicated talking about her, and she's not even saying nothing to you. And then you think, and other people think I'm not going to say nothing. Let me tell y'all straight up, YouTubers, I'm not y'all. All right. Him and I used to talk, and I'm going to address this matter when he crossed me, when he does stuff. And that's just on everything. Just like as you guys do when y'all sit up here and argue with people on YouTube over all that foolishness. So don't tell me anything about me going back at this dude. At least I'm doing it in a professional manner and not cussing them out like I used to do. At least I'm keeping it where I don't have to um take my video down, and I'm not showing any personal information. I'm just trying to let him know it's not cool to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look. I'm gonna walk all the way downstairs, and hopefully my thing don't break up because I need to go down here and make sure my blinds are open in my house. I'm not roommating. I'm not living with my ex-husband and having ex online and pretending like you didn't know the camera is on, trying to make Shades too jealous. I guess I don't know. I wouldn't have even known about it if somebody didn't call me up and tell me about it because I don't be checking, and I don't care anyway. Shit, I don't care. Get back together with that lady. Shit, I don't give two shits who you talk to. You can talk to whomever you want to. And then he got up on his live too and started talking about who he done did stuff with. He laid the pipe. Dude, boy, you are like 60. Why are you up online telling people who you laid that little weak ass pipe to? Huh? Why? Shit, you probably shooting blanks. And even if you don't shoot blanks, the baby will come out in a way that you would stop. Would want it to come out. Let's keep it real. Because your shit is used, okay? It's damaged. And that's on everything. I told you, you really don't want to tackle with Shades too because I don't have to cuss. Boy, I'm being nice on this video right now. I'm being very, very nice. You know how my mouth can get. But see, I'll say that for you over the phone. You know what I'm saying? But I won't be calling you. But if you call me, you're going to get cussed out. I'm going to tell you straight up. So make sure you don't. Don't text or call because I'll cuss you clean out. I mean, clean out. It won't even be no holding back. All right? It won't be no holding back because you're a piece of shit, dude. You really are. You're a piece of you are not a man. He sits up here and mess with that one chick so much, y'all. It's ridiculous. Call her bees all day long. But I guarantee you, if she would have gave him some, you know what, he would have been there to take it. Okay? Say he got morals, but yet a woman tells me what he did and then describes his body naked. And you know I know what it looks like. And then he tells me that she's lying. Well, how is she lying when she knows stuff that only certain people would know? And then get up on his channel and talks about it. That's crazy. Who does this? And then say he got morals. What type of man does what you do and then claim that they have morals? It's a man that don't have morals. That's what type of man it is. A man who does not have morals. You are not a man anyway. I told you before, you are nothing but a kid. You are a kid, and you can get up there. You can make 50,000 videos screaming to the top of your lungs, high as a kite, whatever you want to do. Because I would never ever do a reaction video where we are going back and forth at each other ever again. I'll never do it. This is about all you're gonna get, babe. Okay, this is all your ass is going to get. Nothing more. Nothing more. So you can do and say whatever you want to until one day I'm gonna really get tired, especially after I get through with this house, and I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. And I'm not gonna tell you shit. I'm just gonna show you better than I can tell you. See, what you don't talk about is the real shit on your channel. You should have addressed the fact when I did all of the restraining orders against your ass, right? When I did all of those restraining orders and you begged me to not do the to not pursue the other one any further. Okay. The last restraining order I did on your ass, I kept on doing that one so many times, and the judge kept on granting them. That is plainly ridiculous. Okay. It was successful every time, you guys. So clearly the judge must have believed me every time that I resubmitted it, like 5 times. Because they can easily say no. Okay. And y'all know judges can. Not one time did that judge, male judge, say no. Even when I went, you want to tell police stories, tell it the right way. When I called the police that day and did a check on your dumb ass, I did it out of concern. Yeah, I was talking my shit online to you, but I did that out of concern because you was acting erratic. And you already know too, you know damn well why I did that, considering the things that you went through. Okay, you know why I did that. Okay, let me not even address that, but you know why. Shit, you know exactly why. Okay. And then the damn, he like to bring up the ATM machine all the damn time. Listen, we were mad at each other. So we all said stuff. Those people were not talking about harming this stupid ass dude. They were talking about giving him all that paperwork, the shit that he claimed that he was trying to do, which he was lying probably in the first place. And I played right along with that bullshit, trying to make this dumb mad. Period. If I was trying to get you, nigga, you would already be gotten. That's the first thing. Also, I damn sure would be doing it with nobody on YouTube, and certainly not with anybody that I just met or anybody on YouTube. I am not you. I am not trying to do partnerships with people on YouTube. All right? Period. Okay, I am not you, and I'm certainly not going to let you know. You stupid for even thinking that. But he goes up there, he talks about that ATM machine like I was really trying to do something to him. But let me ask you guys something. If I was trying to unalive him, why was he running back to me so many times trying to talk to me, doing the most? Why was he doing that? If I'm trying to unalive him, why was he running back to the person who is trying to unalive him, trying to beg her to get a divorce, trying to tell her about the 60 days or 30 days or whatever it was? This dude still talks about it, guys. Go listen to his videos. I gave her 30 days. I gave her 60 days. That's the water you guys hear. I gave her this many days. If it does not hurt you, why are you talking about it still? Clearly, the 60, 30 days or whatever it was, it must have hurt you. Okay, because you keep on talking about it. You keep on talking about it. You keep on telling people about that 30 days like you some kind of prize. You're not the prize. I'm the prize. You are nothing. Okay? You are nothing. And that's the real reason why we didn't never meet and we are not together. And you certainly was never going to do anything actually with me. Okay? Period. I'm never doing anything with you. A Negro who disrespects not just me, but other women, who lies on women. You give people authorization to use your card and tell them you can use it any way you want to. You can use it whenever you want to. If I don't answer your call, I'm giving you authority to use my card. And then you get back on YouTube and talk about it like they just went in there and just used it. You should have never gave anybody authorization to use your card because that's plainly stupid. And if anybody have not told you this, I'm telling you this again. I told you that before, and I'm telling you that again. That's very dumb. Who in the hell gives people your card number? I tell you who. People who really don't pay their bills. Okay, people who do fraudulent activities and know they don't really have to worry about it. So they'll give anybody their shit because they change shit so much that they don't give a damn. All they're gonna do is call the creditors anyway and act like they stole it so they won't have to pay for it. Okay? And if that doesn't work, they'll try other measurements. So they get up here and make a trail online and tell everybody online this person stole money from them. They used the card unauthorized. When in reality, they gave them the authorization when they were all friends and told them that they can use that credit card. That if they can't contact me, just go ahead and use it. Just stay within the budget or whatever the case is. And the reason why I know that is because that's what he told me, but I never did it because I always ask people before I use their stuff, and if I can't contact them, I don't use it. Okay, I do that with my own soon-to-be ex. Okay, and I got his stuff. I don't use anybody's shit unless I call them. Even when this dude gave me his information, I never once used his credit cards or anything that he gave me without me asking him. Okay, period. But everybody don't operate like that, and some people you tell them certain things, and that's what they go on. Okay, they don't double, triple check. They think it's okay because y'all developed this type of relationship where you made it seem like it's okay. So for a person to get up there and try to act like a person stole from them when in reality they never stole from them, they just did what you told them to do. It's not right, and then threatening to go to their superiors. That's crazy. Who does this? If you guys think this is okay, something is wrong with you guys because it's not okay. You shouldn't do that. How can you tell somebody they can use your stuff and then as soon as y'all get into an argument, you change it up, or as soon as they stop doing what you want them to do, or stop spying for you, stop telling you information, whatever. Then you turn your back on them, and then you say they try to steal from you. Then you get up on your channel and make a video on them too. Who does this? If y'all don't think that's a bitch move, something is wrong with y'all. Just like in my case, I did not mess with this dude, say nothing about this dude or anything else. Okay. Now, granted, we can say little things if we want to, but what I'm saying is coming out here saying this person's name and things like that and just saying stuff that would make him come back to me. I have not done any of that unless he does stuff to me. But he surely does. He gets up there and say my entire name like you guys don't already know it. Okay? He gets up there and makes subliminal threats. He does all this. And then he misconstrue things. And then things he does not misconstrue, he lies, and things he don't lie about or misconstrue, he shouldn't be telling y'all any damn way. That's weird. And then he defaming people's characters. lying about stuff that he don't know what the hell he talking about. That's crazy. Who does this? There's only one type of person that does this. I told you that before. He certainly is not a man. He's unhappy. Things in his life is not going the way he needs it to go. He want to talk that shit. Tell him to show y'all a damn deed to his house. Tell him to show y'all that. Not one that he picked up off a line and forged, an actual one with the seal on it. Tell him to show you that. Tell him to show you a pink slip of a car he actually owns. Tell him to show you a bank account statement from Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, Navy Federal, because he was in the military, right? Navy Federal or any real bank. Not that online shit. Tell him to show us one of those since he want to sit up here and brag online all the damn time what he got. And more importantly, since he claims he has so much money, you don't have to put the money up, but show us a damn receipt that you went to your just hell, you don't have to do anything. Just go online, call the bank, and just let us hear your balance. Lying ass, you can't do it. And show us your actual businesses that they are out and actually running, and you're making a huge profit off of these business. Anybody, let me tell y'all something. Anybody can go online and do a business. You can go on the web and get a dummy one and run it, or you can do a business and start one and get an LLC and all of that. Anybody can do that, you guys. It's nothing hard to do. But can anybody generate real income from that business where you are successful? Can anybody do that? No, anybody can't do that. I can go right here today and make a whole business of shades too, but don't see any revenue and say that I'm a business owner and then do an LLC. Anybody can do that. It's not hard. Everything is right there on the internet and the tools are right there. Just like anybody can buy a patent, a trademark, if it's not already trademark, anybody can make a group, their business, and it doesn't stop other people from using that name. You got many different businesses with similar names, not the exact same name, but they may be spelled a little different, or they may have a little different words, but we all know what it means. But he gets there and he starts bragging about all this stuff that's irrelevant and threatening you guys with that, and y'all buy right into that bullshit when you should. Let this dude prove the stuff that he said. He said he's gonna take all y'all to court, and then let him do it. He said he's gonna put y'all in jail, well then do it. Because for the last 3 years, he has been saying the same thing. Every case he has worked on, I don't see shit he has done that nobody else on YouTube can't do. Anybody can do what he's doing. It's just that people don't want to do it anymore. And then he act like he started the Mo3 sector. He didn't start shit. He just came to it after saying on live, why are we all tripping out about rappers because they don't give a shit about us? But yet all of a sudden now he wants to be all into Mo3. If Mo3 was still alive, that dude would not have anything to do with this dude unless he's just using him. And that's just on everything. Because he's too wishy-washy and crazy. And yeah, I called you crazy because something you are crazy. Shit, let's keep it real. Then he say, I need to go get a mental health evaluation. Baby, ain't nothing wrong with me. Okay, anytime you be a teacher, or you apply for any law enforcement job, they do a psychological evaluation, you moron. Some jobs do it too, regular jobs. Okay? So learn what you speak what you know, because you don't know what you be talking about. You don't know what you be talking about at all. If I told y'all the weird shit that he did recently, y'all would laugh. I'm not gonna tell you though. The hell is that? Y'all would laugh y'all butts off if I told y'all what he did and what he thought he was doing. You know, I'm not gonna tell you guys though, but I wish I could tell y'all. Y'all would laugh y'all ass off, and y'all would say that's y'all. You should have stopped talking to him immediately when he did this. He just did this, you guys. He just did this back in March, I believe, or February. That he want to sit up there on his page and act brand new. You know, like I'm not trying to keep it cordial with him and things like that. Like I'm running behind him and I don't do none of that type of shit. That's crazy. I wouldn't even be talking about him now if I wouldn't have heard the word. Because just like he do, I don't have nobody watching him. The people I know watch him and they're gonna come back and tell me certain things. Especially when you're up here defaming my character, lying. People know me, know good and damn well that's not true. And I'm talking about people who know me for real. How the hell would I be teaching school and doing everything else that I do? I wouldn't even have custody of my kids, you weird ass Negro. I am not you. Just because you weren't in your kid's life and you chose to steal and had to be away from them all those years, and now you're trying to make it up. That's why you talk about that one daughter all the time. It doesn't mean that applies to me, okay? Because I was there for my kids. I raised my kids. And I would never assault a child unless the child is trying to unalive me. And that's what I said on that live today. If a child hit me, that's what I said. So when you tell stuff, make sure you tell it right, baby. Okay? Make sure you say it right or don't say it at all. Okay? And that's on everything. And I have told that story so many times. And clearly you weren't listening, or either you were listening, you just want to make up stuff the way you want to because your ass is mildly slow. Okay? That's why you get up there and say, I ain't slow. I ain't broke. I got a place to live. Somebody stole the house from me. And people believe that shit. Y'all should ask them to show you proof. Show you proof of all these things. I bet you won't show it. I mean, real documents, not some shit you get off of YouTube with a fake damn signature, fake seal on it, and things like that. Don't forget what he was in trouble for. You need to see real proof. Let me ask you guys this. This y'all always like to take up for him over there on his page, because I know some of y'all listening. How many times he told you guys he was going to help you, and he didn't do it the day he said he was going to do it, and he was making up excuses? How many times have he told you guys that somebody hacked his computer, hacked his accounts, or some other hacking? How many times has he told you somebody stole his house from him and things like this? But y'all ain't never seen no proof of anything, right? Have you ever tried to go online and look up stuff yourself? Because online is not lying when you go look at the actual paperwork for that state and city, okay? The official tax assessments and all that stuff. Those sites are not lying. When you go to those damn places where you pay and they give you a background check, you do know they do um, add other people information in. Hold on. So make sure y'all do that. Okay, don't just listen. You need to have proof because everything that I'm saying, with exception to some of the new stuff, I have already showed it many times. And people who have seen all those beefing videos, they already know I have. Okay, so I don't need to show proof of nothing anymore. You know. And then other people have showed you guys stuff, and I don't know if you believed it or not. I don't care if you did or not. But the thing is, everybody can't be lying on this dude. Everybody can't. And he is a good manipulator, okay? Because he manipulated Shades too when I first met him, okay? But I didn't know him. But y'all know. Y'all know him. Y'all see his record. His track record here on YouTube. I didn't see all of that. I just went right by what he was telling me at the time. So y'all should know and y'all should be able to go and figure out stuff on your own and stop listening to. I thought I already took this. What did I take? Let me think. Actually, thought I had already took this. I didn't. I forgot. And stop listening to weirdos tell y'all lies. Let me take my medicine real quick, y'all. I thought I took this already. I thought I did, but I didn't. Hold on. Probably took a vitamin. I thought I took one of my hypertension pills, but I take two. But knowing me, I didn't. Because what I usually do, I usually turn my pills upside down to remind me that I took those, and I didn't. I didn't turn these upside down, so that means that I never took one. That's what I do. That's the way you do if you take vitamins or whatever. You turn your pills upside down so you can remember which pills you took, okay? And then you won't never make a mistake. Study trying to memorize it, and because you be doing so many things, you'll forget. Especially if you're taking vitamins and blood pressure pills too, and they may look the same. So you turn the bottle upside down versus doing some of these other things people do. Some people keep a pill thing and put the days of the week in it, but I don't do that because even with that on there, you can still go back and forget that you took that pill for that day, right? So you take it again. So that's why I turn my pills upside down, and then that way I'll know I took that and I don't need to take it again. See what I'm saying? So that's what you need to do, and it works. Okay, it works and stuff. And so certain vitamins I don't take every day. So those are the ones that I take that specific day. I turn them upside down. So I won't, I won't take, I'll take the right one, and then the next day I'll know that yesterday I took those. I do my exercise the same way. You know, I do exercise on certain days, certain exercises, and I remember those exercises because of certain things that I do to make myself memorize. And then it's just good to try to use your memory anyway on its own, so you would never, well, you can decrease your chance of getting dementia or anything like that. So it's just good to do that. Okay. So there you go. But oh gosh, y'all know I'm sitting up here getting ready as I am on this live because I got to get out of here in another 20 minutes or stuff. Because like I told you, he cannot deter my schedule. Okay, when I'm talking about this clown, he cannot do that anymore. I used to be up here when we used to argue back in 2022 like a moron. I would be up here going back and forth with this dude, cussing, acting like a daggone fool online and stuff, just like he does. Okay. And so I decided not to ever do that again because for one damn thing, we are too old. Secondly, it's not a good look. Thirdly, you don't have to necessarily stoop to a person's level like that in order to tell them off anyway. You don't have to get up here and disclose everything you know about this Negro. I know what I'm talking about. Shit. So, I mean, I know that the stuff is true. And he knows it's true too. That's why he's up here getting mad every day, every time he gets intoxicated. But what he needs to learn how to do is control his damn mouth because that mouth is going to get him in serious trouble. One day he's going to talk about somebody and they're not going to be playing with this dude. And they don't care if he get his cousin, his mama, his daughters, his other cousin, his damn uncle, or his co-workers, his partners. They don't give a damn who he gets. Okay? It's just plainly dumb. He's gonna meet his match though. I'm actually his match, but I ain't trying to get myself in trouble over this dumb Negro. All right, period. But he's really gonna for real meet his match. A dude, okay, somebody who can really just do some things and ain't gonna give a shit. That's what he's gonna meet, and ain't gonna care about, when he call doing those sob stories and crying and shit and doing things like that. They listen to it. They're not going to do that. They're not going to feel sorry for him or anything else. And let me tell you something, Mr. Top Dog or whatever you call yourself, the dog, you don't know nothing. I don't care about your feelings anymore, okay? I don't give a damn what you experience. I'm just letting you know that right now, okay? I don't care about your feelings anymore or what you go through or what anything you go through. I don't give a shit because you are not worth my time to even think about, dude. What's up, Jermaine? What's up, Jermaine? You woke up? Yeah, you're not even worth my time to even be concerned about your feelings, what happened to you when you call acting sad. I don't give two shits. Okay. And I don't care about your apologies no more or anything else because you're a liar. And I wish I can remember everything else that the person told me you said. You better be glad I can't remember everything else. I'm trying to think before I get off this live because I don't. If that person is in my chat, send me a message so I can remember some other things that before I get off this live, because I'm not gonna talk about this again. So send me a message and tell me what else did this character say if you are in my bushes. Because I know you are. Now send me a message and tell me because I did talk about calling me a bitch. I just went over there. I went over the thing. He said that I assaulted a child, which he was wrong on that. I did talk about him saying that he made my YouTube channel what it is. He act like I got 50,000 views over here on one video. Okay. Um, he said he was the reason why my YouTube channel is going up, and that's a lie. I've been on YouTube since 2015, you guys. His shit ain't did nothing but take viewers away from me. When he bought, and that's another thing too. I think I already said this about when he said that he don't be on my channel. Guys, he have been over here a bunch of times, okay, in this chat talking. And he's also been over here using other people names and also fake names. Okay. He's been here. Okay. Or he be in the bushes. And the way that you know is because I have a little device on my thing, which he didn't know, and it lets me know. Okay. He's been here. All right. He's been here. Okay. And plus he does other stupid shit that I'm not even gonna say. So I don't know who you think you're tricking. You may be tricking these other YouTubers, but you're not tricking Shades too, because I know you're a liar and you do trolling and you do fake profile names and things like that. Troll accounts, whatever you call that shit. He does all of that shit, and that's just on everything. He does all of that shit because he does it to me. psych med and all the other people you play. And if he don't do it himself, he gets other people to do it, you guys. That's what he does. That's what he do. Okay, so be looking out for that type of shit right there. And other people have complained about this too, and he denies it. I don't troll people. I come as myself. Yeah, you do come as yourself, and you come as other people, and you come as other people too. You come as a lot of people, including yourself, because you think you are smart. When in reality, you're nothing. You're nothing. You got that right. You are the dog, and you are nothing. I love that little emoji right there. It's so damn funny. The way he laughs, man. I remember the first time when I played that shit is when I was let me stop that. Going again. This is a 1 hour. Hold on, let me go back. I don't want to play that one. But the first time I played it is when I did that little video on him and I did like a whole like roasting section. Man, it was so damn fun. I wish I could have kept it up. But like I said, unlike him, when I say that I'm not going to do something and I'm taking it down, I don't put it back up. Okay. If something is still up, it's because it was never taken down. All right. Yeah, I don't tell people I'm gonna take your material down and then I get mad or I'm trying to get other people. I go put your stuff up and tell you, nobody knows your voice, they don't know who I'm talking about, and use me to get to other people. Who does this, you guys? Because that's what he does. But y'all go over there and watch him. Y'all support that foolishness over there. See, when you support people like him, it just shows a couple of things. That's all it does. That's why I don't really care because those type of people I really don't want watching me anyway. Because we do real content over here for real content. When I talk about Mo3, I'm telling you straight up real information, not what I think or anything like that. Just like when I was talking about Yellow Breezy or Yellow Beezy. I keep on calling him Breezy because I'm Chris Brown. You know, he called himself Sea Breezy. Okay. But anyway, I'm talking about real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about stuff that's supported by factual information, not some shit that I think or because I looked at some legal paperwork, I think it means this, or I'm just getting it off the legal sites that, anybody can go get. I'm not just telling you stuff from that. I'm telling you factual shit for real, along with paperwork. You know what I'm saying? If I said all that correctly. And like I was saying when I was downstairs, I was saying something about when people go online and look up stuff and they go to those sites where they pay for to do background checks. Sometimes, just to let you guys know, sometimes they do have other people information included with yours, and they misconstrue things. Okay, because you got more than one person named um, John Smith. You know what I'm saying? So they may be giving you information from another John Smith. So that's why I don't use that 100%. I got many people in law enforcement. I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I can actually have things done. And then I know how to do other stuff on the computer myself. So I don't just use those little services like that. I do use them, but like I said, sometimes they have other people information, okay, in there. You don't know that it's not true. Just like different addresses, because you see 1,000 addresses doesn't mean that that person lived there. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Let me put it on Perry Mason. I don't really like this show like that, but I just have it on in the background. And so let me turn it down because I got to go here and fix my hair and stuff. I got on my Whitney Houston. I bought myself a Whitney Houston T-shirt the other day, and I was gonna wear it the other day, but my son left the bags in the car, and I didn't have it, so I got it on today with my little blue jogging pants and stuff. This is gonna be a casual day today. You know what I'm saying? And that noise you hear in the background is me doing my hand grip. So like if I was a dude and I'm doing these type of exercises, I would tell him to meet me halfway, and I would whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? I really would. I sure would. I don't give a damn about him being in his 50s. If I was a dude and I would tell him meet me halfway, and I would beat the hell out of him, y'all. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I really would beat some sense into his damn head, and he better be glad that I don't put my stepbrothers into this altercation and stuff. I don't do stuff like that because innocent people, get hurt, get incarcerated over this foolishness. I usually try to handle everything myself, because I don't like to put other people, into my stuff and then they get in trouble, mess up their careers over this foolishness. Period. Ain't nothing that Shades Tube can't really do her stuff anyway. I mean, hold on, y'all. Most things, a lot of things I can do myself, like polish my nails and stuff. What'd you say? This is a day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. And I know that's right. Hey, I'm being good on this live, Jermaine. I'm really young. I'm being very good. I have not cut up, honey. I know you thought I probably would, but no. I've been very good. I've been here getting ready. As y'all know, in a minute, I'm gonna be leaving out this door. So yeah, I've been doing what I normally have to do. Okay. That's one, you know what, y'all? That is one good thing about doing a live off your phone because your ass can do everything that you need to do while you are doing this damn live. As a matter of fact, let me charge my other phone so it can be charged. Well, actually, yeah, let me charge this because when I get in the car, this one will be already charged up, right? And then I can charge this one right here in the car. So this is like going to be another long day. Yesterday I had so much fun out with my little date. Okay, we had a good time. I went to this really nice restaurant, Jermaine. I went to this really nice restaurant and we had a good time, honey. So when that other person called me up and told me this clown was talking about me, I was like, what? And then I told him. He was like, who? I said, this damn dude online that I used to talk to. He was like, how old is this dude? And when I told him how old he is, he laughed his ass off. He really did. Now, this my friend is only 40 some years old. Okay, guys. He was laughing his ass off. He was like, why do you even entertain a dude like that? I said, I do not know. Probably desperate because, damn, I can't think of no other reason, honey. Desperate. I cannot think of any other reason. But anyway, we still had a good time last night. I went out to eat at this nice restaurant in San Diego. By the time I got through with my dinner and stuff, and we rode around, he was showing me San Diego and stuff. Y'all, them streets are so messed up to me. Not messed up like that, but they need to do some repair work on those damn holes and lumps and stuff. All them damn hills and stuff and everything. But I still had a good night last night. I had a good time. And by the time we got finished, it was time to go pick up my daughters and stuff. They went to a concert. But we had a good time last night and stuff. And y'all know my son went with us, okay? And stuff. So that was really nice and a nice little time. But he be in his own land anyway, his own world and stuff on that damn phone, on that computer and stuff and things. But yeah, we had a good time. He wanted to go walk on that daggone pier, but it was too cold. It was like 50 some degrees out there last night. I didn't want to walk on no damn pier for what? Shit, if I could be cold and stuff, no. But I still had a good time. That food was absolutely amazing. And we just enjoyed ourselves. So when I got the message about this hood rat talking about me, um, hell, I was shocked. Because I'm like, he just started talking about me out of the blue. And they said that he basically came on talking about you. I didn't get a chance to listen to like the first part of his video to know if that's true. But they said he was talking about you for a long time. I was like, really? And so I told my friend, he was like, damn, he must really got you on his mind. Because damn, who the hell, why is he still talking about you? And damn, who spends all that time online talking about a woman they never met? I said, I do not know, man. I can see an hour, maybe two, but three, four, five, six, no. And we're not on that level anymore either. That's weird, man. And so but I just want to let you know because I know you're in the bushes or you probably over there on your page trying to pretend like you're doing a live. And when you put people on hold and you don't say hold on, you be over here listening and checking out what Shades to say or spying or you got your spies over here spying. That's what you do and stuff. So we know this is getting back to them. But oh my God. But that's enough talk about this Negro. I could spend the next couple minutes talking about whatever until I get ready to get out of here. And y'all know I'm getting ready. I'm not gonna lie. So if y'all hear water, that's what it is. From the faucet, because every morning I wash my face in cold water. Okay, I've been doing that for years. That's another good thing that you can do, to keep a youthful appearance. You can do a cold water rinse as well, you know, after you wash your face or whatever you do. And before you put any moisturizer on, you will do that cold water rinse. This damn t-shirt I got is kind of a little bit too big, but I don't like when I'm wearing jogging pants, sometimes I'll wear a tighter shirt, but some days I just want to wear like a looser fit. So this Wendy Houston t-shirt is a looser fit, but it's still cool because I didn't really want to be like I said, I didn't really want to be dressing up today anyway like that. And I just wanted to put on something very casual and go out and stuff because I get tired of being out all the time sometimes, it gets on your nerves. And then this one, I didn't get a chance to do anything in the time. But when I come back, I won't be doing no live. I'll just do my reaction video, which I'll probably do that from the car because, as you guys know, something is wrong with my computer or the mic. And so that's why I'm on this phone. But I'm actually glad I'm on the phone because it's easier for me to do everything I got to do while I'm on this phone versus if I was sitting in front of that damn desk trying to do a live and stuff, and I'm trying to get ready at the same time. So this just works out better. And y'all, something that's women and men that you need to do besides putting moisturizer on your face, you can also use a vitamin C serum. That is good for your face as well. Vitamin C is good for your face, okay? Doesn't matter how old you are, you need to start doing it when you're younger. So as you age, you will age, still looking youthful, not looking all old and dried up and stuff. So all this stuff do work. I mean, it does not work um, as well as taking care of your skin from the get go and eating correctly or somewhat correctly and massaging and doing stretching and things like that, along with you know taking vitamins and getting good nutrition and doing your massages and all that stuff, putting the serums on and stuff like that. It just adds to what you're doing. And you put it on your neck too. Don't forget your neck. Don't just do your face. Do your neck and your chest because you want all in your hands because you want all those areas right there to stay youthful as much as it can, okay? And plus, you age quicker in those places. That's how people can tell that you're older when they look at your hands, when they look at your neck, and they see those nasal lines getting thicker and things like that. Okay, that's the telltale sign of people getting older, or they're older. Is when you start seeing all that stuff and it becomes more visible. You have those nasal lines there anyway, but as you get older, I think they tend to get thicker and you see them more. I guess because the face gets thinner and lose elasticity and things like that. So I think that's why you can see it more and stuff. But y'all can research that to see if that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate to tell y'all something don't be right, and I'm not going to research it right now. But I think I am correct on that when I say that. Yeah. So that's why those lines start showing more as you age. But certain creams can help reduce them. I don't think it takes it away 100%, but I do think it'll minimize it, make them, less noticeable, which is minimized and stuff. So I think anything helps, besides getting Botox and that type of stuff. You can just use massaging and, like I said, get enough water and keeping your face, your neck, your hands, your body, period, moisturized. All that stuff helps. Moisturizing your body helps a lot, because dry skin tends to, develop wrinkles and things like that more, okay? And moisturized skin. That's why I keep my face moisturized, my hands, everything, my whole entire body. Because you just, like I said before, it's very important, you know, to age as gracefully as you can. You don't want to be all sick and shit and looking all tripped out, can't move, can't get down. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to be vibrant. Like, nobody wants to be sick and shit. You know what I'm saying? Can't move around, can't stoop down to the floor, can't get up without touching or holding. Now, if you do have to hold on something, you just have to. I obviously can get to the ground and get back up without holding and all that stuff. So, but everybody can't do that because some people don't exercise all the time. You know what I'm saying? And some people are not just that limber. So if you can't do it, just hold on to something. Don't try to do it and then fall and get hurt. Just like things I can't do. Like for example, I cannot do a entire back bend. I never could. Okay, so I never do a complete one. It's like I could never do a split. I only can do a half split. So I never, try to do it because I'm not about to, hurt myself or anything. Can y'all hear me pretty good, Jermaine? Because you know good and damn well what I'm in here doing. I'm here getting ready, so I won't make these kids late. You know what I'm doing. And hopefully y'all can hear me good. The only thing that I did not do is my other exercise, but I'll do that when I come back home. I won't forget to do it. Because it doesn't matter what time you do these exercises as long as you do them. I usually do my exercises in the daytime, in the morning as soon as I get up because it's easier. But from time to time, if I'm in a rush or something, I will come back home and do these exercises. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't forget what I have to do. And that's how you guys should be. Anytime you are in a hurry, you can't do something, when you come back home, just go ahead and do them then. So you can make sure that you keep yourself healthy. Because I'm telling you straight up, you do not want to be unhealthy and end up being sick from not taking care of yourself. Because people are not going to hell, people are not going to help you like you think they will. That's when people turn their back. A lot of people, or even if they do help, some people don't help you like you would do for yourself. So it's just best to try to maintain your own self to the best of your capability and do what you need to do and keep yourself healthy as much as you can so you won't have to worry about that as you age. Like my mom is just turned 80 years old and she still does everything on her own. She still decorates her home. She still drive, all that stuff. And I see a lot of old people like that, right? Older people like that, right? And they still get around. Some are still married. They husbands be with them. They be holding hands. I see a lot of people out here like that. I hate to say it. I see a lot of white people like that more than blacks. Okay, I hate to say that. Okay, but I do see some black couples that be old together like that. I don't see as many as I do white people, but I do see some black people that be like that too. You know, so it's good to have a partner with you as you age. Though, I'm not gonna lie, because aging itself can be scary. So it is very good, um, to have somebody there to go through the process with you. That's why I say I could never date anybody that's 35 because we wouldn't be going through the same stuff at the same time. So he may try to understand, but overall, he's not going to understand anything that I'm going through because he's not in this age group. Even if you're in your 40s, you still know because in your 40s, some people, start feeling certain things. I didn't in my 40s. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. It was still like I was 20. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, man. Just like now, I feel like I'm in my damn early 40s. Okay, I'm gonna be perfectly even 30 something because my ass still do the same thing. But some people, they be feeling just old. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. You know, and they just don't feel the same way. So because everybody, they age differently. So that's why I stress all the time in my videos the importance of doing exercising, taking care of yourself, drinking enough water, trying to stay positive, trying to get enough sleep, and just getting rid of people that just is a damn negative mark in your life because all of that stuff right there will age you. Sorry about that noise, y'all. I'm getting ready. It will age you prematurely. So that's why you have to get rid of people who stress you out, you know? And I don't give a damn if it's a husband or a wife, whoever stresses you out, because that shit will age you. It would mess up your heart. It would do a lot of stuff. And if you do have and that's another thing too, if you have underlying health issues, right, like hypertension, diabetes, or anything, lupus or whatever, you definitely have to take care of all those things, okay? Because lupus is very, very serious. Heart disease is very serious. Hypertension, diabetes, all of those things, certain skin conditions and stuff, immune diseases, thyroid conditions, all of those diseases right there are very, very serious. Kidney issues, bladder issues, lung issues, all of that stuff, health, throat issues, all of that stuff is. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, and your eyes, you have to take care of those things because the eyes, your heart, your reproductive area, all of those places right there, you guys, along with let's see, some other areas that I forgot to mention. Those areas age really quickly. Okay, and those are the things that usually start going. When people or they start just messing up when people start aging. So if you have underlying issues when you were younger, you know, you need to make sure you stay on top of that because as you get older, those issues start showing up more. See what I'm saying? It's like, for example, my back pain. If I wasn't taking care of my back stuff by now, that back pain would be out of control. But since I was taking care of that, I don't even know if I took Entresto. I could have sworn I took this pill. Let me think. Did I take this? I don't know, but I'm gonna skip that right now, and I'll just take one later on because I'm not sure. See, the thing about Entresto, even if I don't take one now, as long as my blood pressure is good, I can take that pill a little later, just in case I took it already, because I don't want to take a double Entresto. You see what I'm saying? Not together, because I'm not sure if I took that pill. I know I didn't take these other two, because sometimes I will forget to turn the pills over if I'm talking or doing stuff. But that's why I say it's very crucial for you to tackle underlying health issues because if you don't, as you get older, these things start getting worse. I think I forgot to turn those pills over. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna put one in my pocket just in case. After I take my blood pressure, I'll take this like at 3 o'clock or so. Because you don't want to take too many blood pressure pills because if they bring your blood pressure too low, it can still have the same effect as if your blood pressure got too high. Okay. So we ain't trying to do all that and stuff. That's why it's good to know about your health too. That's why it's good to stay on top of your health and know certain things about medical. You do not have to be a doctor to pick up a medical book and learn about your body. Everybody should know about their body, their anatomy, and things like that. You should know about these things because how can you even go to the doctor and understand what the doctor says or understand what you're going through if you don't know? Okay, so you should always try to stay on top of all that stuff. You got hypertension, you should know all about it. You got sugar diabetes, you should know all about it. Anything, heart problems or whatever, you should know all about it. Okay, you should not be in the twilight zone when it comes to certain things on your body. Because like I said, when you start aging, if you don't know shit, that shit is gonna start deteriorating and you're not gonna know what hit you as you age. And then you're probably gonna be in worse condition. That's why I believe in going to the doctor and that's why I take care of myself. And also know them damn doctors too, because some doctors are not just, good. Okay, and they just do anything. So you have to know about it. And that's another reason why you need to know about your health and you need to know about medical treatments and all that stuff. Because sometimes you have to tell a doctor, no, I don't want this. I think you should try this. And if you have a doctor and they don't want to listen to you and want to take your suggestions, especially if you know what you're talking about, then you probably need to find another doctor. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when I be telling my cardiologist stuff, he listens. And sometimes he takes my suggestions. Even when I want to have an echocardiogram. I'm not joking. I know y'all think I'm lying. You know, there's certain wordings that they can use to get an echocardiogram done, even if you already had one. Okay, so the thing about it is that sometimes, wait, y'all, I'm feeling myself. Sometimes the doctor don't know that you may need a certain test because they don't. Like you may have certain pains before you get to the hospital, but when you get to the hospital, you don't have them no more. Okay, so the doctor don't know. Okay, so sometimes you have to have sense enough to suggest, oh, well, maybe I can take another echocardiogram or EKG or stress test or another a blood panel or whatever the case is. You may need to suggest that. Okay, but know what you're talking about when you suggest that because if you don't know what you're talking about, you know what they're going to say. You just had one or whatever the case is. So that's why I say you need to know about your body. You need to know about certain medical tests. You have to know what medical tests you should get at a certain age. You should know these things. See, that's what he needs to do. Instead of sitting up here worried about Shay's tube and talk about Shay's tube, he need to get his shit in order. So certain things he experiences, he won't have to experience it, or he will know, you know, what he's dealing with. Because I remember answering all his questions about certain things. So instead of him focusing on Shay's tube, he need to focus on his damn health and focus on what he needs to do for himself and focus on getting a real bank account with a real bank and things like that. That's exactly what he needs to focus on. And being able to buy a real car underneath his real name, stop, and things like that. These are the things that he need to focus on versus focusing on Shay's tube and on her marriage. Okay. And that's what we need to focus on too, our health. Because ain't nobody going to be going out like some people do or aging like some people do. Because honestly, some people are just plainly lazy and they just don't do anything to make sure that they are healthy. Let's just keep it real. They eat like they want to, they smoke, they drink too much, they doing drugs and stuff, they having too much sex with every woman without using a prophylactic in every man. So I mean, damn, when stuff happens, sometimes I don't feel sorry for people like that. I mean, I do, but I don't. Because damn, you should be staying on top of your stuff, especially when you start getting in your 40s. Because the aging process starts speeding up as you get older, and everything start happening. So why wouldn't you be staying on top of all these things? Versus out here doing the most and talking about a woman on YouTube that should be irrelevant to you. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all finna do these squats. So y'all gonna hear me sounding like I'm doing squats, not making no weird noises like that hideous sound I heard on that X tape that he put online. I mean, damn, I was like I almost wanted to throw up. You know what I'm saying? For real, I almost wanted to throw up when I heard it. Yeah, I can't even get over that damn noise because it was so disgusting. Damn, man. And then you wonder why people don't like older men and women, man. Damn, it's doing all this weird ass noise. Sound like a damn a gorilla in heat. I don't even know if they damn make that noise. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Oh, oh. This dude is Shannon, man. Y'all need to stop. Y'all should never have X again, man, making noises like that. Damn. If I was 19 and dude doing all that, I'm be like, damn, get your ass up. She probably wanted to say get up. She just probably was scared. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about on both of these people, wives and girlfriends, probably wanted to get their ass up. They probably was just scared of these stupid ass Negroes. You know, shit, they probably scared they were gonna get their ass whooped or some stuff. I don't know, but that noise alone would make you just want to go, ugh. What the hell am I with? A damn animal or a person? For real, for real. I need to put the laughter on there because that was a hot ass mess. Oh, 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 yeah. I got to put this sound on. That was a hot ass mess, man. Oh, hold on. I got to put this on. That was, listen, y'all. He go. Here he is with his ex, I guess. Stupid ass. Wait. This damn commercial is on. Wait, I got to get this commercial off. Hold on. Oh, 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 oh. I know he did take that shit down when when I text him because that shit. I guess he thought it was making me mad. I was like, damn, it was disgusting me. I'm like, what the hell is this? Shit, I'm glad you need to stay with your ex-wife because Shane stupid don't want you. You ain't about to be in no bed with me doing that shit. I'm gonna think something wrong with your ass. I'm gonna think I need to call a damn EMS or some shit. You go, oh, 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 oh. I can't even do the noises he was making, y'all. Shannon was doing something like that, but this dude was doing something else. I'm like, what the hell is this? I was laughing so hard. Actually, I wasn't laughing. I was like amused. I'm not even amused. I was amazed at these damn noises. Because I had somebody listening with me, and they was laughing at me because of my reaction. Because I ain't never, listen, y'all, I have never in my life heard a man make noise like that. Even when it's real good, I just have never heard a man make no noise like that. That is so weird, man. It's like it's a cross between you're in pain or it sounds like you could be possibly having a heart attack. I was tripping out when I heard that shit though. It was a trip. It was a straight up trip. Hold on. Doing these squats, y'all. Yeah, it was a hot ass mess, so I ain't gonna lie. It sounded like a damn animal, man. I don't even know if it sounded like an animal, it was just a hot ass mess. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay. And the audacity, honestly, I should have just reported it to YouTube and that whole damn page would have been down. That's what I should have did. Instead, I text them. I should have just reported it right to YouTube, sent it right there to them so they could have caught it all the time that it was on. Then the shit would have been taken down. Then you defecating shit on the phone and stuff. I mean, that's just nasty by itself. Why are you shitting on the phone while you're on the phone? Okay? That's nasty. I mean, even if you're doing it to somebody, you can't tell me a person that does this has any type of morals. Who shit while they are on a damn live? Then sneezing and farting and shit. Who does this, you guys? And you think I want him? And I hope you're listening. Okay, because I want to tell you what I thought about that nasty shit you was doing. It's like when you sent me that picture of your ass shit in the toilet telling me you sent what's the name of a picture like that. That's nasty. Okay? I don't want to picture your shit in the toilet, okay? I don't care what you sent that Negro. Just like the dead rat. He sent me a video, a picture of a dead rat that it looks like he probably stepped on or killed it or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what did he send me this for? That's weird. I mean, he told me why he stuck there, but that is weird. You appear unalive animals that's not doing anything to you. And what does that mean? Because you ain't finna do shit to nobody. You gonna mess around and get yourself like that. So stop. You don't know these people you messing with. Let me tell y'all something. Just because a person don't reach out to you and touch you, it doesn't mean that they won't touch you, okay? Some people wait to touch you, okay? They wait until you least expect it. And then they come out and reach out and touch your ass. And then you can't do shit. Okay, that's how some people operate. So I don't know why he does these weird things. All that shitting on camera. I know y'all can't hear me right now. But hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on. Let me put y'all on mute real quick. Because I have to see. Sorry. Damn it. Shay's stupid. So damn nasty. Hold on. All right, sorry y'all. I had to pee. And you know I'm not him. I'm not gonna stay on the camera and stuff like a weirdo and pee. Not even peeing. This dude sat on the camera and shit it though. Excuse my language. That is so daggone nasty, man. He think I want his nasty ass. And then have an ex on camera with his ex-wife. Or his wife, because I don't even know if they legally married. I mean divorced. So he's on camera doing all these type of things. And then finally the kick that I'm the only one who called and say something about it. No, other people heard that shit. They just didn't give a shit. What I should have did is call YouTube and let them hear it because he was going a long time doing all this weird shit. Now, but y'all choose to follow a person like that. Y'all some whole weirdos, okay? Because in my life, if somebody had X online or shitted while they're on alive, I am not talking to you again. That is nasty, man. Certain things you don't do with the camera on, you guys. Shitting, farting, having X, those are unacceptable, okay? Those are unacceptable. Yeah, I'd rather you pee while you're on the live, but not and let me hear it if you need to, other than shit and let everybody hear that shit. Because nobody want to hear that. That's disgusting. And belching all online and shit, that's damn nasty. So if he think I want him and he's doing all these things, he's crazy. He ain't never got to worry about coming out here, baby. So you don't have to sing that song that you was trying to sing and thinking you're doing something to me because you can't sing. That's the first place. Secondly, ain't nothing sexy about it. Nothing. All he do is sing songs and send people music saying shit that he too scared to say. Damn coward and stuff. But anyway, y'all, this was a fascinating live. Okay, I'm glad y'all was with me while I got ready. I am straight up ready, guys. I gotta take my blood pressure before I leave to make sure everything is cool. And I am getting ready to get out of here. But I will do my reaction video tonight. Well, not tonight, but today. And I will put it up. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this live and stuff. It's going to stay up. And just, I know he's going to he may not make a reaction video. He may, I don't give a damn if he does. Um, but I'm not responding back to him. Like I said, it's like every now and then I'll reply back to this moron. You know what I'm saying? But not often, okay? Because he's not even worth it. Every now and then I may reply back to him until he just finally stops one day, okay, with his crazy ass. Because he's so fucking pitiful. You really try not to do anything where he can be really in trouble since he thought I was trying to really get him arrested. Let me say this though. If I wanted your ugly ass arrested back then, your ugly ass would have been incarcerated, babe. Okay. I could have got you arrested when I went to file that police report. Okay. But I did not choose to do it. Okay. So, I mean, I don't try really to do anything. Whatever I set myself to do, if I want it done, it is done. Point blank. All right. So, guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. You know what I'm saying? Even if you did enjoy it, thumbs it up. Also, hit the bell notification so you can hear my regular content. Subscribe to the channel and share and leave a comment. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed Sunday. And I'll see y'all in my next video, which will be tomorrow. Okay. When we talk about Shannon, the two twins, Carmelo, P. Diddy, and whatever else. Okay. And if I need to, I may have to say something to the stupid ass Negro. All right. Other than that, y'all have a good evening, good day. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace out, y'all. Let me get y'all out of here. And let me get out of here. Thanks for getting ready with me, y'all. All right. Peace out. Thanks, Jermaine. Thanks, Susie. Thanks. Let me see who was over here. Lexi, KB, Drea, everybody in the bushes who I like in the bushes, the people who I don't fuck y'all. And just thanks to people who watch this in the replay who are Team Shay. All right. Other people, if you're not Team Shay and you team him, fuck y'all. And that's on everything. Peace out. Let me play this before I leave. It's so damn funny. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that laughter one more time. All right. This is to his live that he made make back to me. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's hear.